Hello and welcome back to another OMNIHEROES video. In this video we're going to have a look at my master tier teams. I haven't gone for a mix altogether too much this season, and the reason for that is primarily because of the hope tree. So if we jump out and we have a look, so I'm just going to turn that down. Let's have a look at the hope tree. Let's go ahead and level up. Let's get some new Azure beads in here, and yeah, go ahead, level you up. So what I'm testing out at the moment is this new synergy mark. Now the synergy mark previously in all of the iterations of the hope tree, or almost all of the iterations of the hope tree, we have had a +1 to Mystifiers, +1 to Valianters, +1 to Proof of Avengers, and what that would give is, say for example, if you had 3 units of Mystifiers on the team, what would happen is that would then pump it up to +4 for Mystifiers. The same is true if you had 3 Ethereals, you would get 4, but now you do not. And instead, you get an attack, defense, and max HP of all Ethereals by 200%. So you do get quite a significant boost to your stats for each different one. And I've been testing it out. It's been doing okay. So what we're going to do, just jump in, and I'm going to show you the teams that I do have at the moment. So first team, it is kind of a mix of Ethereals and Glorians, but specifically I don't have Hela set as a Glorian, I don't think. No, so I've got Hela set as an Ethereal. Just to clarify as well, what I might do, let's go ahead, change you, put you as a Monarch, so we don't get the 3 enchanters, we just get 2. We are looking at Elisha, Eudora, Wuzatan, Amaterasu, and Hela. I have taken Wuzatan out previously, and I have attempted to use Arcane Dorabella, but sitting at 1 star, or sorry, 6 stars. She is just not viable in PvP at the moment. The reason for that is because she doesn't have access to this. You really need this up to 9 stars to guarantee all of your hits be crits. And as well, we do want to increase trigger chance to 100%. Plus, we need the stats bonus as well, I suspect, and also the Oath Force passive to reduce speed as well. Now, the rest of the team, we do have Elisha for the attack and HP up. We have Hela. We have Amaterasu for the shield. Hela is there for the attack bonus, but Amaterasu is there for shielding. And paired with Hela, Amaterasu does give exceptionally strong shields, as long as you are getting those crits as well. We do have Wuzatan as well. So Wu is very, very good in this team. She goes first, and she allows for us to proc our relics before the enemy gets a chance to act, really. Enemy does have Gaia on their team at the moment, but shouldn't be too much of an issue. We'll see, though. We'll see. And we have Eudora. Of course, Eudora is going to be our main damage dealer. Now, I have gone for the increase the stun duration of the stun hammer by 2 rounds, just to give us that round 1 and round 2 stun for these enemies. And that is about it for this team. Again, we do have 5 of the Ascensionists on the team, so allied heroes recover 30% HP at the end of each round. That is to kind of compensate for the fact that we do not have Karnak on this team as a healer. We have no real form of healing on this team, but that Ascensionist synergy will provide for us. Now, moving on to the next team, I've gone with Valianters. The reason that I've gone with Valianters is primarily because of Odin and because of Pandora, the combination with Leandra as well. Relatively strong, and we do have 3 sovereigns on the same team. We have 4 protectors in Victoria, Leandra, Victoria, Leandra, Hades, and Odin, and Pandora being the only monarch. So we do have the full 5 Valianters. If I had Victoria unlocked at EX level, then we would have 6 Valianters on the team, but unfortunately it's just not a viable strategy at the moment. We need to complete extreme difficulty twice, I believe, before we can unlock that. So we've got Odin on the team to stop Holy Shield generation. We have Hades on the team to steal. We have Leandra for our own Holy Shields and also the summoning in the extra slot, plus Leandra at the very start of battle when she summons her unit will perform her ultimate, which will allow Pandora to pop off as well, and Victoria for the attack and defense boosts. Gone for pretty standard relics across the board. And also gone for the in round 5 allies increase damage. This should not be here. You should be there instead. Don't know why that's there. So it was primarily just to increase Pandora's damage output. So we move on to... Oh, before I do jump in, let me show you what the Sovereigns do. So after allied heroes deal damage, they inflict additional damage equal to 10% of attack on all enemies. So it's just to make sure that we're doing that bit of extra damage. Now the next team I've got is the new Mystifiers team, specifically with Ascended Bastet in here. We do have Mulan for burn damage, we have Gaia for applying corrode, and Mulan also to apply corrode. This back row is primarily here to apply as much corrode as possible. We do have Tsukiyomi here to steal, attack and defense relative to the amount of corrode stacks on the enemy team, and we have Tiamat as well to soak up all that damage. Works very well with Ascended Bastet's second passive ability in that only one unit on the field can be targeted for any given attack. She also reduces crit damage by 100%, and Tiamat reduces non-crit damage by 90% as well. Bear with me. Sorry about that, just had to get a sip of coffee. So, yes, we do have 6 Mystifiers on the team. So, the 6 Mystifiers will allow for 7 stacks of corrode to be applied, dealing 12% damage each time round. Allied team restores 35% over the normal 25% HP. Increase the allied team's corrode stack limit by 10, which also goes up with Tiamat's ability, I believe, to 13 every round, and increases the allied team's max HP by 500% and defense by 200%, giving us that survivability to go on top of the defense that Tsukiyomi will steal as well. So relic-wise, I've gone for, because we do have only 5 teams to build, I have gone for 2 burst type relics. We have the 100 relic energy, Ra's Bark, gain flaming points and increasing match HP per flaming point. We have the Death Scythe, which increases attack and applies Mauling Reaper. And then we also have Gleipnir as well to allow for our back row to perform their ultimates in round 1. And then as well, we do have 3, just to note as well, 3 Ascensionists. So allied heroes recover 10% HP at the end of every round. And finally, the Mystifiers damage here, or increased by 300% attack. Next team is a bit of a mix. I have tried it out. It does seem to work relatively well. The 5 Phantoms that are on the team do the business. We do have 5 Royals, 5 Phantoms, 3 Arcanists. So we are looking to, when an allied hero takes fatal damage, they have 20% chance to survive with 20% HP. You really want 5 of these on the team at any given time, but the problem is I don't really have many other units to put on in the form of Phantoms. Anyway, Phantom DDs in these synergies. So we do have 3 Deviants. We have 3 Avengers, 2 Celestials, and 2 Dooms as well. Ayushta and Dahlia here, providing our Doom synergy, and Janna, Wingjung, and Narissa to provide our Avengers synergy. They're all Phantoms, and they work very, very well together. So I've gone for Chest, Sphere, and Hand of Tyr, basic standard relics. For Avengers, because I do want that Avengers buff. In case you don't know, as long as you have 3 relics, or 3 Avengers relics on the team and 3 Avengers, when an Avengers synergy mate revives, it has 100% chance to retain the buffs prior to death. The buffs will last for 1 round, so we are looking to keep our buffs for as long as possible. And then finally, I have gone for increase the attack of Dooms. You shouldn't be there, bear with me. You should be on here. Hold on. Let's unequip you and then unequip you. This is the wrong way round. So we'll save you and then we will save you here. That is fine. So, yeah, Relic was going to say is the For the first 3 rounds, we take less damage. It gives us a chance to build up with Wing Chung's passive. We move on to our final team. It is all Dooms all the time and seems to be working relatively well. Any team with Behemoth or Leviathan on it is going to be very strong, irrespective of what else you put on there. We have got this in combination with Halissa, so Behemoth, Leviathan, and Halissa will all get an increase of 500% HP. Arthur and Doris on this back row to reflect back as much damage as we possibly can. Found that popping Arthur in this back slot to give that damage reduction, it's going to be really quite effective. Doris is also on the back row to provide a bit of shelter for her. We do have Behemoth, because Behemoth is going to be the one targeted the most, so we've got as much HP as we can possibly give her in that slot 1. We've got Leviathan in this back slot as well to do as much damage as she can. And Halissa is again in the front slot to soak up as much damage as possible. So we do again have 5 Dooms. We have 3 Royals, 3 Monarchs. We have 2 Light Seekers, 2 Strikers, 2 Celestials and 1 Deviant. We want as many Celestials as possible on the team, but the Celestials of choice being Halios and Marlena. I'm just not a big fan of those units. But we do have the 2 most powerful relics, I think, in the game. We do have the Soul Binding Lance and Magatama, and we also have the Demon Bane Whip to increase our HP, and then finally increase the attack of all Dooms by 300%. So just something to keep in mind there. What I am going to do, we are going to jump into battle, see how these teams do. If they fail, they fail. Looks like either we've won very, very quickly or we've lost. We are sort of 36 points, we are 6 levels behind our opponent, and our opponent doesn't have as much power as we do, but those 6 additional levels could potentially seize the day for the opponent, but we'll see. Again, this team, it's okay. It does the job. This, as you can see, if you don't strike first, you are very susceptible to getting taken out very early on, especially going up against Tsukiyomi and especially going up against Hela. We've got Gaia, Mulan, and Emily as well. Fortunately though, Gaia's passive has kicked in. So Gaia's passive, if she gets hit 5 times in a round, then effectively she will stun the entire enemy team. It's a really effective tool for putting her in the front row anyway. And as you can see, we just got 98 shield there. Yeah, again, the amount of corrode that's been applied to us, and Eudora doing 800 damage here, it's not super effective. We do lose Wu, unfortunately. It is what it is. So we'll see. Again, if these teams lose, then they lose. I'm not too fussed. We do lose Eudora. It is a bit of a shame. Again, the speed bonus. So that must mean that we've lost every single one of these if these 2 go down. This should be the last attack, and we don't see that. So either Hela finishes them off here, which doesn't look to be the case, or okay, so it's Elisha who does the job. Okay, and we've sealed Hela as well. Not bad. Okay, I thought we just got 0-3'd after that. But again, Ethereals, they are kind of weak this season, actually. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the I don't know. Just Ethereals, they don't seem to be as top tier as people give them credit for. I thought that introducing Arcane Dorabella into the mix might help things out to give those guaranteed crits to all allies. But again, we will have to see. So Odin here clearly making quite a big difference. Enemies should have a lot. Enemies should have a lot of what do you call it? Enemies should have a lot of protection there and holy shields, but because Odin is on the team, it just stops those holy shields from activating, and it gives you a lot of quick hits in here. So finally we do see the Mystifiers team. I've been really impressed with this Mystifiers team. Don't know if you've seen all of the shorts, but it is this level 6 here that seems to be working out very well for us. So we are going up against an enemy Phantom team. Now, something that one of my subscribers did point out is that if your attack does no damage, so if your attack only hits Holy Shield, the cat's claws that you see, the gold claws that are following up from this summon down here, will not do any damage whatsoever, so it can't remove any further stacks of Holy Shield. Bit of a weird one, to be honest, because I think it's based on the attacks done, but we'll see, we'll see. And now, as you can see, this is a hard counter. So Nerissa just did 2 of her ultimate attacks. They should have hit every single unit on our team. The problem is that it is impossible for her to hit every single unit on our team, and that is because of Bastet's 9-star passive. So when Bastet is deployed, multiple attacks all units can only hit 1 unit, and the only unit that they will hit is this slot 1 unit, which just so happens to be Tiamat. Tiamat effectively takes all of the damage. She takes 90% of the non-crit damage and turns it into healing, and also she is now immune to any crit damage, which was her one weakness in previous seasons as well. So just something to keep in mind. This is why I love this team. It is absolutely fantastic in my opinion now with Bastet on here. And as you can see, yeah, getting there slowly. Enemies are on a phantom build, so it might take a little bit of time to get through. But these are the teams that we are that we're running, and they seem to be working very well, especially given the additions of the artifacts, the PvP artifacts. They're just so important these time around. Ayusha, they're supposed to, and Dahlia supposed to hit our entire team. Elma's supposed to hit our entire team. Nerissa supposed to hit our entire team, but does not. It's just such a good combo is having Tiamat in that slot 1. She is definitely a slot 1 unit, whereas I don't think Bastet is. Now, in PvP, Bastet, every time a unit takes action, she will increase her defense and HP, I believe, to a certain level. I think it's continuous, but we'll have to see. So we do immobilize these 2 as well at the back with Mulan's passive ability and apply that burn, which is going to be very good for us. Now, not many instances of Corrode. What's Elmer up to? Only 3 instances of Corrode. That's the one thing that this team does not, or doesn't really do, is apply that much Corrode. Like, as you can see, we can tank damage for days. It's Tiamat is taking absolutely 0 damage from crits, and she's taking 90% less damage from every other attack as well. And fortunately, we are doing a fair chunk of damage. Now, unfortunately, it looks like enemy is building up their dodge rate. So it's still a thing this season, is dodge rates, but we do have the accuracy increase now in PvP stuff. I think it's by 50% in your accessories, so the better your accessories, the better off you'll be, effectively. Now, we do get Magatama to hit all of us, but that's absolutely fine. It's only active skills that can target 1, so relics can still target multiple enemies. But again, yeah, it's just Elmer's still going here, and he goes down. We should see a revive here from a multitude of different units. No, it's fine. Maybe Bastet to finish things off. No, not for Nerissa, of course, but Nerissa just cannot do anything to defend against this team. It's nice to see. I've been taken out so many times by Nerissa, and it looks like Elisha is MVP of that one, and we got the 3-0 against Hydra. Well done to my opponent in that first match, and that in the third match. Maybe not so much in the second match, but that is my master tier teams. Again, doing relatively well. Let's go ahead and claim our goodies. And just a couple more points now, I believe 400 more points, so we can jump into Challenger tier teams, and that video will be out probably tomorrow or the day after. So yeah, thanks very much for watching. Hope you have a great day, and good luck in all of your attempts.